Good morning. Today in Anatomy and Physiology, we will discuss about the anatomical terminology and body planes. So before going to start these terms and body planes, we must understand why we are going to study the anatomical terminology and body planes. What is the objective and the what will be the outcome to study the anatomical terminology and body planes? So the objective of this topic is to help to understand the body direction and terms. In anatomical terminology and the body plane, you can say that the directional terms is there. We will able to identify an individual region, a particular region of the body by their terms. It also help to understand the organ location inside the body. This topic will provide the fundamental knowledge on the different anatomical terminology used for a particular reason, a particular organ of the body. After studying this topic, you will be able to describe the location of the body easily. You can identify the name of the different region of the body. You can identify the different planes of the body. You can describe body division in different planes. So these all things you can learn and you can understand and you can explain by studying the anatomical terminology and body planes. Now come to the point. So the anatomical terminology and position. Anatomists standardize the way in which they view the body. The anatomist standardize the way in which they view the body. However, the purpose of this language is not to confuse, but rather to increase the precision and reduce the medical errors of body. Does anyone can standardize the body in the manner of they can view it? No, it should be known worldwide. For example, if you are giving a nickname to a individual, to someone, to your loving one, does that nickname is it is a world known? It is known by everyone in the world? No, that's not possible. It is only known by the few of the people who are surrounding you. But how can we say that the nickname you are given to your loving one or to a person is renowned and known by everyone? How is it possible? If this is accepted worldwide, published worldwide, then it would be a chances. Then there will be a chances to spread this name. Sorry. Same where in the body reason, there's a different reason. There are different organs present inside the body. So the anatomist, that means the person who are the expert in the anatomy, they standardize the way in which they view the body. So they can give a particular name to a particular region of the body, and that name is known worldwide. How? Because we're talking about the anatomical terminology. So in the world of anatomy, in the world of medical science, that word is a common for that particular region of the body, except that there's could be a sometimes one or more name for a particular organ, but that terminology is fixed for one particular organ. That is called the anatomical terminology. So it is worldwide, it is world known. So there will be no ambiguity. If our Indian expert, Indian anatomist said we are talking about the brachial, the fracture in the brachial, so that brachial is the anatomical terms. and that brachial is a worldwide. So not only the Indian anatomist, not only the Indian surgeon, not only the Indian medical practitioner, even in the world, anywhere you can go, if you see the brachial, they will understand what you are talking about. You are talking about your arms. In anatomical terminology, okay, in simple language, you can say the arms. Okay, but arms having the several reason. Brachial is specific and specialized to the some area of the arms. So if you say that brachial is there is a problem in the brachial, there is an inflammation in the brachial, there is a pain in the brachial, anywhere in the world. So that particular anatomist, maybe he's some medical expert, he's maybe some surgeon, he will understand you are talking about the which region of the body. So that is the use of anatomical terminology. There will be no ambiguity. Okay, if in India we are saying kidney renal, but in the foreign saying the kidney something different. Okay, it does not, it can be create the ambiguity, there is a problem. If you are saying the one organ name in India is different and another country having the different name, then there will be lots of the problem. Okay, there will be the misunderstanding will be there will be the ambiguity will be there. So to avoid these all ambiguity, only one name should be common, only one name should be given. Okay, so that is the reason we are talking about the anatomical terminology, to be specific to a particular region of the body. बॉडी के रीजन को, बॉडी के ऑर्गन को एक नाम देना एनाटॉमिकल रीजन टर्मिनोलॉजी में, और वो नाम पूरे विश्व में उसी नाम से जाना जाएगा, उसी वो ऑर्गन उसी नाम से जाना जाएगा. अब इंडिया में हम कुछ और नाम से बोले, फॉरेन में कुछ और नाम से बोलेंगे, तो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन. इफ अ पर्सन गोइंग थ्रू द सम medical condition and under the treatment, and after the several days treatment, if he goes to the foreign for their treatment, now how can the foreign doctors and foreign medical practitioner will understand their treatment and the diagnostic report if the anatomical terminology is not same? Okay, so that is the problem if the anatomical terminology will not be same. So the purpose of this language is not to confuse, but rather to increase the precision and reduce the medical errors of the body. So इसका पर्पज क्या है? प्रिसीजन को बढ़ाना, एक्यूरेसी को बढ़ाना, और मेडिकल एरर के चांसेस को कम करना. ओके, लाइक आई सेड द एग्जांपल, arms called brachial. In India we are saying the brachial. In foreign country, if we are saying the different, and the person goes with their diagnostic report, and the diagnostic report having causes the severe inflammation or severe pain in the brachial, how the medical expert can understand what is the brachium if the terminology is not same? So that is the reason, to minimize the radical medical error, to reduce the medical error, we need the terminology. We need one terms for a particular reason, for a particular organ, for a particular body parts. So that is the reason the anatomists developed anatomical terminology or positions way. Description of any region of a part of the human body, assume that it is in a specific stance called the anatomical position. So position means you can understand that we are talking about a particular region, a particular location. So the description of any region or a part of some human bodies, organs, it should be specific and it will be known worldwide. Body position. In the anatomical position, the subject stands erect facing the observer with the head level and the eyes facing directly towards. The feet are flat on the floor and directed forward. and the upper limb are at the sides with the palm turned forward. I will show the figure. In the anatomical position, the body is upright. Two terms describe a reclining body. So there's two things. If you're talking about the body position, that means a person, or you can say a subject, stands erect, straight, facing the observer with the head level and the eye facing directly forward. The feet are flat on the floor and directed forwards, and the upper limbs are at the side with the palm turned forward. Okay, this condition. This is called the upright position. So the body position can be categorized, can be parts into two position: prone position and spine position. So the body position can be categorized into the prone position and spine position. So it will known and worldwide. If the body is lying facing down, it is the prone position. If you lay down and your face is down, it will be called the prone position. And if you're lying and your face is up, it is a spine position. So prone position is those condition where you are lying on the floor and your face is down. ठीक है, जिसको हम कह सकते हैं कि जब आप पेट के बल सोना, जो आप पेट के बल सोते हो, that is a prone position. That means laying down, face down. Face up, जब हम पीठ के बल सोते हैं, that is the spine position. So this position is known worldwide. If you go to the anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, the medical practitioner, the anatomic reason, the medical science will understands the you are talking about the prone position, you are talking about the spine position. If you are facing down or facing up, I will show the in the images. Don't worry. That will the things are like that. You can also say the posterior view and the interior view. Okay, come back. After the body position, there will be the regional terms. Regional terms, that means the human body, numerous regions have specific terms to help the increase the precision. अब ह्यूमन बॉडी की बात की जा रही है, बहुत सारे रीजन है इसमें. We know the body having the several organ and several regions, and these having the some specific terms to increase the precision, to reduce the medical error chances. सो रीजनल टर्म का जो यूज किया गया है वो मेडिकल एरर को कम करने के लिए किया गया. जैसे ब्रैकियम और आर्म इज रिजर्व फॉर द अपर आर्म. अगर हम अपर आर्म की बात करें तो फॉर द अपर आर्म ब्रैकियम वर्ड इज यूज्ड, एंड एंटी ब्रैकियम इज ऑल फोर आर्म. एंटी ब्रैकियम और फोर आर्म is used rather than lower arm. So brachium or arm is a reserve for the upper arm, and antebrachium or forearm is used rather than lower arm. So we are not using the forearms, upper arms and lower arms. If you say the upper arms and lower arms, it will be not a definite reason. But if you say the brachium, if you say the antebrachium or forearm, then the reason will be specified. Similarly, femur or thigh is correct, and leg or crus is reserved for the portion of the lower limb. If you say the leg or crush, it is reserved for the portion of the lower limbs. between the knee and the ankle. So between the knee and the ankle, the area is called the leg, not the whole things. You are thinking about the thigh is also leg. No, thigh is not a leg. So femur or thigh is a different parts. Leg or crutch is a different part. So you will be able to describe the body region using the terms from the figure like this. You can see here a different body region is there, like cranium, starting cranium. Yeah, you can say the skull. Facial, yeah, you can say the face. Oris, yeah, you can say the mouth. Mantis, or you can say the chin. Axilla, yeah, you can say the armpit. Brachium, or you can say the arms. Antebrachium, or you can say the front of elbow. So okay, that will call the antecubitus. That is the front of elbow. Antebrachium, that will be the forearm. Corpus, you wrist. So these are the different anatomical terms that can be used. Like I tell you, patella, yeah, you can say the kneecap. Crush, yeah, you can say the leg. Torsus, you can see the ankles. Then cervical, or you can say the neck. Dorsum, you can say the back. So these are the different anatomical terms that you have to understand. It can be used to minimize the medical error and to improve the accuracy in the field of in the medical field. Now, different directional terms is there. Directional terms we are talking about. So these are the terms are essential for describing the relative location of different body structure. So why directional terms are important? Why it is essential? If we want to describe the location of the different body structure, we must know the directional terms. अगर हमें बॉडी के स्ट्रक्चर्स की ऑर्गन्स की लोकेशन बतानी है, just like we said the kidney is a retroperitoneal organ. So retroperitoneal is directional terms that give him the direction where is the kidney located. Okay, so these type of the terms are essential for describing the location of the different body structure. Now, first one is the anterior. Interior, also called ventral. Describe the front or the direction toward the front of the body. Like if we say the anterior or ventral region, then you should understand we are talking about the front side, the direction toward the front of the body. अगर हम इंटीरियर या वेंट्रल की बात कर रहे हैं तो आपको तुरंत समझना है कि हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, फ्रंट साइड की बात कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द टो आर इंटीरियर टू द फुट. हमारा जो टो है, पैर का जो अंगूठा है, वो किसके इंटीरियर है, वो किसके फ्रंट में है, फुट के आगे. सो दैट विल बी द इंटीरियर. सो इंटीरियर और वेंट्रल, you can say either interior or you can say the ventral. It will be describe the front side. Second will be the posterior or dorsal. Posterior or dorsal, where anterior describe the front side, posterior describe the back side, or directions toward the back of the body. So by this you have to understand that interior or posterior, or yeah, you can say the ventral or dorsals, these are the different directional terms. So it will help to understand, it will help to recognize the location, the area of the body structure or organization. Like example, dorsal. The popliteus is posterior to the patella. What is the popliteus? It is a muscle extended over the posterior aspect of the knee joint. नी के posterior में एक muscles होती है popliteus, posterior side में. So that is the reason it is called the posterior to the patella. So patella के posterior है, patella के पीछे है, patella के back में है. Either you can say posterior or you can say dorsal. So both anterior and posterior. Anterior is the front side, posterior is the back side. Ventral is the front side, dorsal is the back side. Third one is the superior, or you can say the cranial. Cranial is also the head cranium. We say it. Cranial nerve is there. Why it is called the cranium? Because it is the upper side, a higher position, higher location. Superior is also a position above or higher. So if we said superior or cranial, that describe the position above or higher than another part of the body. ओके सो हम अगर सुपीरियर या cranial की बात करते हैं, so we are talking always about the higher position organ, like the orbits are superior to the oris. जो orbits हैं वो oris से ऊपर है, higher है. Then inferior will be there, inferior या caudal. Inferior position below or lower than the another part of the body proper. Yeah, you can say the caudal is the describe a position below. So either it can be superior or inferior, either it can be cranial or caudal. Like near or toward the tail in humans, you can see the coccyx, yeah, lowest part of the spinal column. So the pelvis is inferior to the abdomen. The pelvis is inferior to the abdomen. Pelvis कहाँ है? Abdomen के नीचे है. So it would be called the pelvis is inferior to the abdomen. Next will be lateral. How lateral will work? Lateral describe the side or direction toward the side of the body. Describe the side or direction toward the side of the body. So lateral का describe कैसे करेंगे हम? It's a direction toward the side of the body. For example, thumb is lateral to the digits. जो thumb है, या you can say the pollex is lateral to the digits. बाकी जो digits हैं उनके lateral में है, side में है. So it is called the lateral. Medial. Medial describe the midlines या the middle portion. जो बॉडी के मिडिल में हो उसकी उसे बोलते हैं मीडियल. सो द हेलेक्स इज मीडियल टो. हेलेक्स क्या हो गया? मीडियल टो हो गया, बीच का हो गया. प्रॉक्सिमल इज देयर. Describe a position in a limb that is nearer to the point of attachment or the trunk of the body. So proximal describe a position in a limb that is nearer to the point of attachment. जो point of attachment के नजदीक हो उसको बोलते हैं proximal. मतलब जो नजदीक का हो, near by हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द ब्रैकियम इज प्रॉक्सिमल टू द एंटीब्रैकियम. जो हमारा अपर आर्म है वो फोर आर्म्स के प्रॉक्सिमल में है, मतलब नियर बाई है, नियरर है. सो प्रॉक्सिमल मीन्स जो नजदीक का हो, जो नियर हो उसको बोलते हैं प्रॉक्सिमल. Same as I told you in a urinary system, we're not talking about the PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Why it is called proximal? Because it is in nearer side. It is nearer to the glomerulus, renal corpuscles, proximal convoluted tubule in the nephron structure. Then opposite is the distal convoluted tubule, distal जो away हो. So here is the proximal, that is nearer. So जो नजदीक का हो उसको बोलते हैं proximal. Then distal जो away हो, जो दूर हो, जो further हो. So the distal describe a position in the limb that is further from the point of attachment. जो point of attachment से क्या हो? दूर हो. The crus is distal to the femur. Like हम leg की बात करें, फीमर से दूर है, पहले फीमर है, फिर नी है, पट्टेला है, फिर लेग या क्रश. So crus is distal to the femur. So here you have seen the inferior, superior, anterior, posterior, or you can say the ventral, dorsal. So next is the superficial. Superficial describe a position closer to the surface of the body. Superficial, as the name you are familiar. Superficial does describe the surface, talking about the surface of the body. So those position who are very close to the surface of the body, like the skin is superficial to the bones. Skin bone के ऊपर है, superficial है. So superficial are those position, those parts of the bodies who are just on the top, who are on the surface. And then deep against the superior, superficial. Deep is going to inside in the depth. A position farther from the surface of the body, जो body के surface से दूर जाए. The brain is deep to the skull. Brain की बात करें जो skull के deep में है, the brain is deep to the skull. Now, again, these are the several directional terms. Their definition and example of use. As I explained, superior, you can say the cranial or cephalic. So it's toward the head or upper part of the structure, higher side में superior, ऊपर की तरफ, above positions. एक एग्जांपल देखते हैं सुपीरियर का. सुपीरियर का एग्जांपल क्या हो सकता है? द हार्ट इज सुपीरियर टू द लीवर. हमारा जो हृदय है वो लीवर से ऊपर है, सुपीरियर है. इज इट ओके? Second directional term is inferior. Yeah, you can say the caudal, that is lower. So away from the head or the lower part of the structure, जो structure का lower part हो, away from the head, ऊपर की तरफ से दूर हो, उसको बोलते हैं inferior या caudal. Example देखते हैं. The stomach is inferior to the lungs. If you see the body structure, you will understand that lungs inside the thoracic cage and the stomach is inside the abdomen. So yes, definitely the stomach is inferior to the lungs. Stomach lungs के नीचे है, inferior है, below है. Third one is the anterior. Anterior, as I told earlier, anterior means we are talking about the ventral side, front side. Okay, nearer to or to the front of the body. Example, the sternum is anterior to the heart. Sternum की बात करें अगर हम, breast bone, a single bone that is connected with the different parts of the ribs. So that all the ribs are connected at one center, that is called the sternum. So that sternum is anterior to the heart. It is front of the heart. Heart के सामने है. Posterior, back of the body. The esophagus is posterior to the trachea. If you see the structure, you will understand. Esophagus is posterior to trachea. Esophagus trachea के पीछे है. Trachea is on the front, anterior side. The trachea is anterior to the esophagus. Either you can say trachea esophagus के anterior है, आगे है, या esophagus is posterior to the trachea. esophagus कहाँ है? trachea के posterior है, पीछे है. medial का एग्जांपल देखें. medial, that is the nearer to the middle lines, जो बीच में है. the ulna is medial to the radius. अगर if you see the structure in your hands, forearms, you will understand there is a two bone, radius and ulna, and you will notice that ulna is medial to the radius. Then lateral side is there. that is from the side. The lungs are lateral to the heart. The lungs are lateral to the heart because further from the midlines. Heart is the midline, while the lungs are not in the midline. It's a further, is from the midline. Midline से दूर है, किनारे की तरफ है, साइड की तरफ है. So the lungs are lateral to the heart. Intermediate between the two structure. The transverse colon is intermediate between the ascending and descending colon. If you remember the structure of the intestine, in the large intestine, you noticed that there is a ascending colon, then transverse colon, then descending colon. So transverse colon is between the ascending and descending colon. So that is called the intermediate. Then ipsilateral is there on the same side of the body as another structure. On the same side of the body, but another structure. Like the gallbladder and ascending colon are ipsilateral. So the gallbladder and ascending colon are on the same side, but they have another different structure. Contralateral on the opposite side of the body and from another structure. On the opposite side, like the ascending and descending colon are contralateral. Both are the opposite side. Proximal is there, nearer to the point, nearer to the attachment. Proximal का मतलब क्या होता है? Nearer to the attachment. Example, the humerus is the proximal to the radius. हमारा जो humerus है, ठीक है, जो हमारा जो अपर आर्म्स की बात की जाए, ब्रैकियल्स की बात की जाए, ह्यूमरस की बात की जाए, प्रॉक्सिमल टू द रेडियस, रेडियस के नियरर है. डिस्टल की बात की जाए, फर्दर फ्रॉम द अटैचमेंट, जो अवे है, दूर हो. लाइक द फैलेंजीज आर डिस्टल टू द कार्पल्स. जो फैलेंजीज है वो कार्पल से दूर है, क्योंकि बीच में भी मेटाकार्पल्स आएंगे, फिर फैलेंजीज, द कार्पल्स, मेटाकार्पल्स एंड फैलेंजीज. सो मेटाकार्पल्स इज टेकिंग द प्लेस. सो फैलेंजीज आर डिस्टल टू द कार्पल्स. Phalanges are these fingers. Okay, and here is the carpals, then come to the metacarpals. Okay, then phalanges. Carpals, metacarpals, phalanges. Superficial, that is the on the surface. Just earlier I explained on the surface refers towards or the surface of the body, so that will be called the superficial. Like example, the ribs are superficial to the lungs. If you're saying that we have lungs, then you can understand about the terms. The ribs are superficial to the lungs. So we have know that we have the 12 pair of the ribs, and is the 12 pair of the ribs all are the superficial to the lungs. Lungs क्या है? Superficial, ऊपर है, ribs. Next will be the deep, away from the surface of the body. Superficial against deep, inside, away from the surface of the body. Like the ribs are deep to the skin of the chest and back. The ribs are deep to the skin of the chest and back. Yes, chest और back के अगर deep में देखो तो ribs मिलेगा आपको. So yes, it's a deep. So these are the different directional terms and their definition and their examples. Like you can see here, cranial is showing to upside, caudal is showing to the lower side, anterior is the front side, posterior is the back side. You can say the ventral or dorsal. You can say the superior or inferior. Then left and right. Or you can say the proximal and distal. Medial is the midlines, lateral side lines. After these things, the last point is the body planes. Body planes. There are the three planes commonly referred to in anatomy and medicines. Three planes is there. So body planes can be divided the body in a different planes. Like first one is the sagittal plane. Sagittal plane is the plane that divides the body or an organ vertically into the right and left side. If the vertical plane runs directly down the middle of the body, If this vertical plane runs directly down the middle of the body, it is called mid-sagittal or medial plane. If it divides the body into unequal right and left side, it is called the parasagittal plane. So the first plane is a sagittal plane. Now, what is the sagittal plane? When the plane divides the body into the right and left side, when the plane divides the body or an organ into the right and left side, it is called the sagittal plane. इतना ही नहीं, not only like this. If it is divided the plane into equal portion, that means from the midline, if this plane divided the body or organs from their midline, it will be called median plane or mid-sagittal. Otherwise, it will be called parasagittal plane if the left and right body parts are not equal. So what is the sagittal plane? बॉडी को, ऑर्गन्स को अगर आप बीच से उसको डिवाइड करें, ठीक है, बॉडी प्लेन्स की बात कर रहे हैं अगर हम, तो बॉडी प्लेन्स में जब हम sagittal प्लेन्स की बात कर रहे थे, तो sagittal प्लेन्स का मतलब होता है पूरी बॉडी को या किसी ऑर्गन्स को जब आप बीच से उसको डिवाइड कर दें, तो दैट विल बी कॉल्ड द sagittal प्लेन, जिसमें वो लेफ्ट और राइट साइड में डिवाइड हो जाता है. सो किसी भी ऑर्गन को, किसी भी बॉडी सिस्टम को अगर आप बीच से डिवाइड करके उसको लेफ्ट और राइट हिस्से में बांट दें, तो दैट विल बी कॉल्ड द sagittal प्लेन. Now you know, if you're cutting the organ, if you're cutting the body into the right and left side, there could be a chances that left side is little bit more cutting as compared to the right side, or right side is cutting more as compared to left side, or both sides are not equal cutting. जब हम काट रहे होते हैं तो हो सकता है कि कोई ज़्यादा कट जाए, कोई कम कट जाए, राइट साइड में कुछ ज़्यादा हिस्सा हो जाए, लेफ्ट साइड में कुछ कम हो जाए, या लेफ्ट साइड में कुछ ज़्यादा हो जाए और राइट साइड में कम हो जाए. अगर ऐसी कंडीशन होती है, when the division is not equal, then it will be called the parasagittal plane, where the right and left sides are unequal divided. So it will be called the parasagittal plane. Okay, तो सबसे पहला प्लेन कौन सा हो गया? sagittal plane हो गया. Now sagittal plane का मतलब सीधा सा है, cut the body parts into right and left section, into the right and left part, it will be sagittal plane. अगर मिड लाइन से बराबर कटा है तो मीडियन sagittal या मिड sagittal, और अगर अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो गया है, ज्यादा कम हो गया, तो इट विल बी parasagittal plane. So that will be called a sagittal plane. दूसरा प्लेन जो है वो है फ्रंटल प्लेन. Frontal plane is the plane that divides the body of an organ into an interior portion and posterior portion of the body, front and rear. It is also called the coronal plane. Frontal plane को coronal plane के नाम से भी जानते हैं. तो you can say the first one is sagittal plane and the second one will be coronal plane. When you cut the body parts or cut the organs or body, and body will divide it into the interior and posterior, the front side and back side. ये कब पॉसिबल है? पहले हमने क्या किया, बॉडी को बीच में से काट दिया तो ये लेफ्ट राइट हो गया. लेकिन अगर हम बॉडी को फ्रंटल प्लेन से काटें तो इसमें क्या होगा, एक बैक साइड हो जाएगा और एक फ्रंट साइड हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स इंटीरियर साइड एंड पोस्टीरियर साइड. दैट विल बी कॉल्ड द कोरोनल प्लेन. ओके. थर्ड प्लेन इज कॉल्ड द ट्रांसवर्स प्लेन. Transverse plane is the plane that divides the body or organ horizontally into the upper and lower portion. Transverse plane कौन सा हो गया? That planes divide the body या organ horizontally into upper and lower portion. बॉडी को क्या किया गया, एक अपर पोर्शन में काट दिया गया और लोअर पोर्शन में. That means just cut the body from their like the center or their midline regions. Horizontally काटना है. Okay, so in the transverse plane divides the body horizontally into the upper and lower portion. तो जो बॉडी को जब हमने बीच से काट दिया, जिसमें एक अपर पोर्शन हो गया, एक लोअर पोर्शन हो गया, that will be a transverse plane. Different name also having the transverse plane are the cross sectional plane or horizontal planes. An oblique plane is the another plane. Oblique plane, by contrast, passes through the body or an organ at an angle between a transverse plane and a sagittal plane. एक जो एंगल बनता है किसके किसके बीच में, बिटवीन द ट्रांसवर्स प्लेन में जिसको हम हॉरिजॉन्टल काट रहे हैं, एंड sagittal प्लेन्स में जिसको हम मिड लाइन से काट रहे हैं, बीच से काट रहे हैं, राइट एंड लेफ्ट में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं और अपर और लोअर पोर्शन में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. अगर हम कुछ इस तरह के कंडीशंस में देखें, so the planes between the transverse plane and the frontal plane, okay, so these are the oblique plane. Now you can see here sagittal plane is just showing cutting the whole body into the right and left side. Then frontal or coronal planes cutting the whole body into the anterior and posterior, meaning front and rear. Then transverse phase is the cutting the body horizontally into the upper side and lower side. Okay, so these are the different body planes, so you have to remember these planes. Now these are the different body cavity, like the cranial cavity is there. Cranial cavity, that means formed by the cranial bones and contains the brain, so that will be called the cranial cavity. Vertebral canal is there, formed by the vertebral column and contains the spinal cord and the beginning of spinal nerves, that is the vertebral canal. Thoracic cavity is there. Thoracic cavity is the chest cavity that will contains the pleural and the pericardial cavities and the mediastinum, in which pleural cavity, pericardial cavity, and mediastinum is there. Pleural cavity, each surrounds a lungs. The serous membrane of each pleural cavity is the pleura. Pericardial cavity surrounds the heart. The serous membrane of the pericardial cavity is the pericardium. Mediastinum, anatomical region in the central portion of the thoracic cavity. So mediastinum is the center portion किसका, thoracic cavity का है, chest का. Between the medial wall of the pleural cavities extend from the sternum to the vertebral column and from first rib to the diaphragm. Contains all the structures of the thoracic cavity other than the lungs, including, for the example, the heart, thymus, esophagus, trachea, and the several large blood vessels, mediastinum. Abdominopelvic cavity, these are the thoracic cavity. Now these are the abdominopelvic cavity. Abdominopelvic cavity is subdivided into the abdominal and pelvic cavity. Abdominal cavity contains the stomach, spleen, liver, gallbladder, small intestine, most a part of the large intestines. Serous membrane of the abdominal cavity is the peritoneum. So these are the abdominal cavity. Pelvic cavity contains the urinary bladder, portion of the large intestine, few portion, and the internal organ of reproduction. So these are the abdominopelvic. So these are the different body cavities. Like you can see, cranial cavity is there, vertebral canal is there, thoracic cavity is there, diaphragm is there, then abdominopelvic cavity having the abdominopelvic cavity, abdominal cavity, and the pelvic cavity. Now quiz for the today's class. Which answer describe the anatomical position? Standing erect, facing observer, arms at side and palm facing to your side, or standing erect, facing observer, arm at side and palm facing forward. So yes, palm facing forward. So that will be the anatomical position. Second question is the which statement is correct? The neck is superior to the pelvis. जो neck है वो pelvis के superior है. The chest is inferior to the stomach. Chest स्टमक के नीचे है, ये तो गलत हो गया, इनकरेक्ट है। द हिप इज सुपीरियर टू द शोल्डर, जो हिप एरिया है इज सुपीरियर टू द शोल्डर, शोल्डर के ऊपर है, इनकरेक्ट। द रिब्स आर सुपीरियर टू द चिन, it is also incorrect. So which one is correct? The neck is superior to the pelvis. Third question. Mr. Jones is walking toward you. Mr. Jones क्या है? Walking, आपकी तरफ walk कर रहे हैं. You are looking at her. Sorry, sorry. It's a Mrs. John. Okay. You are looking at her from an which view? Now, posterior view, dorsal view, anterior view, and proximal view. And she is walking towards you. वो आपकी तरफ आ रही है. That means उसका face आपकी तरफ है. And you are looking at her. आप उसे देख रहे हैं. तो कौन से व्यू से देख रहे हो? इंटीरियर व्यू से. इट्स अ फ्रंट साइड, इंटीरियर, नॉट अ पोस्टीरियर. पीछे का नहीं है, डॉर्सल नहीं होगा, प्रॉक्सिमल्स नहीं है. इट्स अ वेंट्रल, इट्स अ इंटीरियर साइड. विच स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट? The inside of the thigh is a lateral to the outside of the thigh. Incorrect. The shoulder is lateral to the neck. Yes, correct. Shoulder क्या है हमारे neck के lateral है, side में है. So it is correct. Next question. Which statement is correct? The knee is proximal to the hip. जो knee है वो hip के proximal है, nearby है. knee. Incorrect. The hip is proximal to the knee. हमारा जो hip है क्या वो proximal है knee के? Yes, it is correct. Next question. Tilt your head, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. What is the movement of your neck? Neck का कौन सा movement होगा? If you tilt your head, अपने अपने head को अगर आप tilt करते हो और अपने right ear को, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder, which movement is your neck? It's a lateral flexion. Rotation नहीं होंगे, external नहीं होगा, medial नहीं होगा, so it's a lateral flexion. The reason Mrs. Shikuria is angry is that she held out her right hand, palm up, waiting for Mr. Shikuria to give her some cash so that she could go shopping. What best describes this movement? कौन सा movement है ये? It's a supination position, not a prone. Supination. Okay? That means facing up. Anna stands on her tiptoe to reach her favorite dish in the cupboard. What is the movement of her ankle? It's a plantar flexion. Which best describe the action do you complete every day when you turn off the ignition of your van? Pronation positions. And which statement is correct here? The ear is medial to the eye, the chin is anterior to the nose, the elbow is proximal to the shoulder, or the elbow is distal to the shoulder. Yes, the elbow is distal to the shoulder. It is away from the shoulder. हमारा जो elbow है वो shoulder से दूर है. So it is correct. Now these are the listed reference book like Tortora, Bill Melinda, and the Robbins Cotton. You can find these books and go through the details. Till that, thank you so much, and then we will meet again in the next class with new topic. Thank you.